Hey everybody, welcome to Katie Did Rocks. We are on the Yellowstone River, and the river is a little higher than it was the last time I was here, so we're going to have to do some wading. Still, we're going to find some rocks. Come along. Not too bad, only up to my ankles really. If I'd planned on wading, we would have been fine. However, here's the first agate of the day. It's not very big, but it's the first. Where there once were 3 islands that were kind of separated by tiny little creeks, there's now 3 islands that are separated by running water. It's not super deep though, it's just a little surprising that it's so much different. This is a jasper agate. It's basically brecciated jasper that has been filled with agate. It's really pretty. It's awfully big to take on the very first pick since we have the whole island to go. I'm going to leave it here, and if I need to get it again, I'll find it. Here's a really nice piece of petrified wood. Nice little chunk. And because I stopped to look at that, I think I just found a nice agate. Oh yeah, look at that. It's broken sadly, but look at those dendrites in there. I'm being a little more methodical than I usually am and just kind of crisscrossing the island because winter's coming, and, well, you never know when it's going to be the last time you can get out. Is that an agate? No, it's a wannabe. So far, the method is paying off. Look at that. Ooh, chunky. This one was almost hidden because it was so muddy. And it's still so muddy, we better wash it off. Wow, look at the size of this piece of petrified wood. We're gonna have to start from the outside, I think. Oh, that's nice. That's nice. That's a chunker for sure. Sometimes the agates are pretty hard to spot in this silt, but this one isn't. It's just calling to me. Take me home. We've discovered one of the downsides to this crisscrossing the island, and that is it's pretty boring. A little boring for me, a lot boring for Kava. But I stopped to dig up that one agate, and I think this might be another one. Oh boy, that is stuck in there. Watch, it's not even anything. Should have sprayed it off before I started all this business. Oh, it is an agate. Hooray! I have been rewarded for my hard work. This is an interesting one. It's so flat. Must be a water line. Here's a pretty one. What's the matter, Kava? You're tired of going back and forth? This little piece of wood is what caught my eye. Ooh, very agatized. Might just be an agate. Check that out. And then look at this. Here's another one right next to it. Pretty. This is awfully interesting. It's much more yellow than they usually are. Oh, it's got some bands in it too. Oh, that one's gonna be nice. Chunkers of petrified wood. This one's neat. Looks just like a log. Here's a pretty one. You know, I was just wondering if these clean rocks had any bigger agates, and look at what I found. Not a bigger agate. Wait a second, what is this thing? It's agate on one side and not agate on the other? That's very strange. Maybe that's quartz? A quartz pocket? Take it home and wash it off, that's the only thing to do. Speaking of quartz pockets, holy cow, look at this. Oh my gosh, this is great. This is an agate that has this huge, beautiful crystal in the middle of it. Oh wow, look at that. So it goes all the way through and the agate just goes on the outside. That is so neat. Speaking of quartz pockets, check this out. This is a piece of petrified wood, obviously, but has this beautiful quartz growing straight into the grain. I'm kind of astonished by how many agates I'm finding, because I've been here before and not been nearly as lucky. So either this method of walking all the rocks is a really good one, even though it's a little bit more boring than walking to the end of the island and back, or the rains have exposed them. Either way, I'm pretty happy. Here's another silty one. Silty sandy. Well, between the two of us, I'm not sure we're going to be able to stand going back and forth anymore, and my backpack's getting pretty full. So I'm going to head to the end of the island just for a little bit of extra exercise, and then head back. We'll see what we find along the way, and then it's waiting time again.
Here's some really cool jasper. Isn't that beautiful? This agate is really gorgeous. Lots of dendrites. Agatized wood. Here's a water line. A nice little lumpy bumpy agate. It's always a joy to share a hunt with you. Thanks for coming along. If you'd like to support the channel and get some goodies for yourself, or if you'd like to read more about rockhounding on the Yellowstone River, check out my Etsy store, Katie Did Rocks. The link is in the description below. Or you can go to Etsy and search for Katie Did Rocks. This is Kate from Katie Did. Keep on doing.
Here's another one.